Good afternoon. I am Farah Halil, a sophomore majoring in political science and global studies at UMBC. I will soon begin serving as the USM student regent, and I'm delighted to welcome our distinguished guests and speakers to UMBC.
Round of applause.
We are honored to have Governor Lawrence J. Hogan Jr. with us today. Please give the governor a warm welcome. Joining Governor Hogan for today's program are Speaker of the Maryland House of Delegates Adrian Jones, who graduated from UMBC with a degree in psychology. We also have with us today the Baltimore County Executive, John Olszewski, who is also a retriever, who earned his PhD in public policy. Hello. County Councilman Tom Kirk. And USM Chancellor Jay Perman. It's great to see you again, Chancellor. Other public officials with us today include the State Treasurer, Derek Davis, Delegate Eric Ebersol, Delegate Terry Hill, Delegate Sheila Ruth, and Delegate Mark Chang. It is now my great pleasure to introduce President Freeman Hrabowski. Dr. Hrabowski's achievements as a higher education leader and president of UMBC are widely known. From a student's perspective, his impact and legacy are truly a source of inspiration. He always reminds us that we are students first, that education holds the key to some of life's greatest opportunities, and that we should value these opportunities as they arise. These principles are some of the reasons we consider him such a great leader. Please join me in welcoming President Hrabowski to the podium.
Thank you. I love it. Thank you so much. So think of it this way. She's a student regent, Governor. That means that she becomes my boss. It's nice when your student is also your boss. I'm delighted to welcome all of you here today. You know that we have some students here who are from the Governor's Summer Internship Program, from the Maryland Technology Internship Program, and in the spirit of bipartisanship, we have members of both the College Democrats and College Republicans here. Give them both a round of applause. Some of you know I've been asking for the past 30 years for this space for Spring Grove, including, wonderful governors who were very positive about it. It's just hard to get it done. This governor said to me sometime earlier, let's work on this. Let's work on this. And somehow, amazingly, he led the effort and got it done. Give him a big round of applause for that. Big round of applause for that. And you've already heard all the people, but I did want to mention our alums one more time, because that's Speaker Jones, who's from right across the road, across Rice Road. Give her another round of applause. I want to do that. But all of you, and Treasurer Davis, you were so wonderful. We appreciate that. Our own alum, Dr. Olszewski, give him again, right. And our Delegate Chang is somewhere. He's our graduate also. I'm being biased. I'm just mentioning all these graduates of UMBC. Right, Delegate Olszewski. All right. And finally, Matt Clark is here, former Chief of Staff. Give him a round of applause. And big round of applause was the person the governor told who made this happen today and getting us here, Christina Kawada. She didn't know I'm going to do that, but I want Christina is a UMBC graduate in psychology, like Adrian Jones. A big deal. I also want to thank, though, the Department of Health and the Department of General Services. I know representatives are here from Secretary Schrader's, and I believe Secretary Churchill is here somewhere, Ellington. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you very, very much. The Attorney General's office, we thank Chancellor Perman. He and the USM staff really have supported us. Give USM a round of applause, if you would. And then a group that made a difference because we've worked with them so hard, and that would be all of our neighbors in these communities. Give them a round of applause for being so supportive. Finally, let me just say, this is about education. It's about the future of higher education and the future of Maryland, when we talk about investing in education, investing in universities, we're talking about the future of society. And this governor, the speaker, and all the others who have come to the plate are saying UMBC is a partner. Adrian, you use that language in the paper, a great community partner. I want you to join me in giving a standing ovation to our governor, Larry Hogan. Give him a...
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, he did make me walk all the way up the steps, so I'm a little bit out of breath. But thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Dr. Hrabowski, Mr. President, thank you so much for the kind introduction. Thank you for your tremendous leadership of UMBC for the past 30 years. Today really is a testament to your incredible vision for the future of this esteemed university and for your tireless efforts for literally decades to make this happen. He said he'd been trying to get this done under 5 governors. And I said, instead of a gold watch, we're going to get him this deal done before he leaves. So, but I want to congratulate you. I'm very proud to have helped you make it happen. I also want to thank our university system chancellor, Jay Perman, our Maryland State Treasurer, Derek Davis, who joined me at the Board of Public Works in voting to approve this transfer at last week's board meeting at the Board of Public Works.
Give the treasurer a round.
Give a round for the treasurer. Thank you, Mr. Treasurer, for your leadership. And they've already been recognized, but I want to give shout outs to the distinguished couple of alumni, UMBC here, Madam Speaker. I know, go Retrievers. County executive. I was telling him, I was looking at the brief for the event today and it said, Johnny Olszewski, 2017. And I was like, I thought he was a little older than that. But that's when he got his doctorate degree here. So I'm going to start calling him Dr. Johnny O from now on. And then I appreciate the president giving a shout out to my director of scheduling, Christina Kawada, who's in the back of the room. I said the only reason this didn't get scheduled for 30 years was because we didn't have a scheduler from UMBC. So thank you for making that. She's a proud UMBC graduate. I don't see him here, but I want to thank Secretary Dennis Schrader and his great team at the Maryland Department of Health. And Secretary Churchill, I want to thank you and your great team at the Department of General Services for all of the efforts from both agencies and everybody who helped make this effort possible. You know, Maryland is proud to be home to one of the most highly educated workforces in America, and it is due in large part to incredible institutions like UMBC, which has consistently been ranked as one of the most innovative universities in the nation, and as a leader in global social and economic impact. The UMBC has achieved the highest Carnegie Research Classification and has helped Maryland compete and lead, particularly in the critical areas of computer science and cyber. UMBC is a model for undergraduate education, inclusive talent development, and innovation. And I'm very excited that its footprint will now be able to continue to grow even further into the future. The transfer of the Spring Grove Hospital campus to UMBC is part of the Master Facilities Plan, which was released last year by the Maryland Department of Health in order to transform healthcare delivery, to improve health and quality of care, and to reduce costs across the state. Now, UMBC and the Maryland Department of Health are already successfully partnering on a number of important initiatives, including research and data projects with the Hilltop Institute and the newly formed Maryland Institute for Innovative Computing, which will help us build strength in cybersecurity across our state agencies. And now with the transfer of Spring Grove, together we are ensuring that UMBC will continue to play a meaningful role in advancing education, community development, and economic and workforce development here in Baltimore County and throughout the state of Maryland. So once again, I just want to thank and congratulate everyone who's been involved in making this possible, but especially Dr. Freeman Hrabowski. No one has done more to put UMBC on the map and to put UMBC in a position to continue to push boundaries, to achieve significant breakthroughs, and to compete as a national and global leader in innovation. So congratulations, thank you, and God bless you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today is an exciting day. It's the start of a new opportunity for UMBC and is an important step in the development of a plan that is centered on mental health and that works for both the university and the community. Transforming the Spring Grove Hospital Center to UMBC is the culmination of more than 20 years of discussion about the future of the property. In anticipation of the transfer, the General Assembly put aside $30 million in the budget for upgrades and remediation of the property. This demonstrates the state's commitment to increasing the capacity of our mental health system and working with our partners to do it. We know that the property will be a critical part of improving our mental health and criminal justice systems in the county. So we want to make sure that we provide enough funding to include things like green space, which is important for the community. There's no doubt that the community input will be the hallmark of the future of the property. We also want to ensure the future and well-being of the Spring Grove employees. They are doing some of the most difficult jobs in state government, and we're going to make sure that they are supported throughout the process. I want to thank President Hrabowski, Governor Hogan, Chancellor Perman, County Executive Chesky, and Councilman Quirk, and Treasurer for your support, Derek Davis, for your support, because it was because of your vote and the governor's vote that we're here today. I'm looking forward to continuing to work with our partners in the community, in county and state government, and I expect to continue to be part of the conversation about the future of the property. Thank you, and at this time, I'd like to call up Dr. Johnny Olszewski, who will be giving his remarks. And when he's not Dr. Johnny Olszewski, he's the county executive of Baltimore County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and good afternoon, everyone. This is an exciting day. I hope that we're all feeling the energy and the enthusiasm and the optimism for what is ahead. It is always a challenge when you're in a room and the other distinguished alum is the Speaker of the House, but she is the pride of Baltimore County, and we are so lucky to have you, Madam Speaker, fighting for not just this institution, but all of Baltimore County. Governor Hogan, thank you so very much, along with Treasurer Davis, for making these necessary votes to move this project forward. We literally would not be standing here but for your actions. And as an alum, and Governor, I appreciate you making me feel a little younger than I am these days, but I can't help but be excited for what the future, what the future is for our students, what this means for our communities. You know, there's so much potential for UMBC, for academic excellence to continue to excel, and the recent Carnegie designation, I think, is an example of the excellence that is thriving right here at UMBC. But it also is an incredibly exciting time for the community as we think about meeting the needs and building a robust ecosystem here. We know that we have the right partners at the table, and I know that the state will continue to be there. The county will certainly be at the table. I know Councilman Quirk, who's talking next, is very excited as well, thinking about legacy and what's next. So this builds on the incredible work, whether it's Okamoka in Main Street, Arbutus, or the BW Tech. There is a legacy of intentionality and thoughtfulness and community engagement that permeates this institution and this culture. And so I couldn't be more excited to work with the leaders of UMBC, with Governor Hogan, the Speaker, Chancellor, and so many others to really take this vision and make it real in the years ahead. So congratulations on this milestone. I know it's the first of many steps, but it's important that we're taking this one today. And I know joining me in that excitement is our next speaker today, representing the southwest portion of Baltimore County and the County Council, Councilman Tom Quirk.
Good afternoon. I'm Governor Hogan, President Hrabowski, Speaker Jones, County Executive Olszewski, Chancellor Perman, and distinguished guests and community leaders. It's truly a real honor and privilege and a distinct pleasure to be with all of you today on such a wonderful and long time coming occasion. 12 years ago, I was elected to County Councilman for District 1, which of course includes Catonsville, Arbutus, and the exceptional nationally ranked UMBC, led by a true force of nature, President Freeman Hrabowski. And I remember one of our first meetings, when I first got elected, taking the famous one-on-one rooftop tour, and with President Hrabowski, and it was snowing, and I got my good shoes on, and I had to do the spiral staircase. So I do remember it really well. And we had a great conversation. And we talked very specifically at that time about Spring Grove and UMBC's long-term plans. And I knew from that moment on, and I knew that today was coming. It wasn't if, but just when. And when President Hrabowski focuses on a goal, rest assured, as we all know, it happens. And UMBC has really flourished and thrived under his leadership. And what a great retiring gift. What a great retiring gift to him to see his long-term vision for UMBC happening. Thank you, President Hrabowski, for transforming UMBC into such a national powerhouse, global national powerhouse. Thank you so much. And I'd also like to thank Governor Hogan and Treasurer Derek Davis for making this happen on the Board of Public Works, 2 of the 3 votes, and that made all the difference for sure. And thank you as well to our exceptionally effective and great leader, our Speaker of the House, Adrian Jones, our County Executive, Johnny O, for their tremendous leadership, and of course our Chancellor, Jay Perman, for his work and vision at the University System of Maryland. And also, thanks to all our community leaders, because one thing with certainty is the community in Arbutus, the community in Catonsville, strongly support UMBC, its goals, and its mission. And that definitely makes a great difference when we have such a great community partner. And this is a huge win, obviously, for UMBC, a major victory for Catonsville and Arbutus communities, and it's just simply a wonderful accomplishment for our county and our state. So thank you all for being here, and thank you all for making this happen. Thanks. Chancellor Perman.
Round of applause for the Chancellor. Round of applause.
Thank you. Distinguished leaders, all of you, and great colleagues throughout the room. Thank you. Thank you for letting me say just a few words about this milestone day. Of course, I need to express my gratitude on behalf of the university system to Governor Hogan and his administration, to the treasurer, to the speaker, to all of you, as I said. And of course, congratulate Freeman on this capstone to 30 years of legendary leadership at UMBC. This is a credit to the entire team. You know, and I want to say this very directly to all of you, we are all here today because we're lucky. You know why we're lucky? You can think of a lot of things, but what I'm thinking about is that we're lucky to live, learn, and work in a state that values higher education. In a state that has a vision for higher education. You all know, not everybody's so lucky. At the system, we serve Maryland together with elected leaders who understand, maybe better than their colleagues anywhere else, what an investment in public universities, public higher education, means for a state, for the people of the state, and for the quality of life we all enjoy. Because an investment like this accumulates, it accrues. It comes back to all of us, threefold, fourfold, fivefold. This land, allowing for UMBC's growth, enlarges its mission to prepare students who are going to revolutionize sustainability, security, public policy, the arts. Its mission to nurture the ideas, make the discoveries that together invent our future. Its mission to serve through scholarship and to secure for all Marylanders, health and wealth and equity and opportunity. This land expands our capacity, UMBC's capacity, to serve the public good. That's what we do in public higher education. And that's why this investment that these leaders have caused to happen matters. Because it's not just an investment in this institution or even its students. It's truly an investment in every single citizen of this state. And I know that that's something this university and our university system will never forget, that they are the stewards of land meant to benefit all. That this land is essential not only to their future, but to all of ours. So I'm so proud of what UMBC has accomplished. And I'm prouder still that this is just the beginning, that even greater things will come, that with this investment, UMBC's reach will grow, its impact will deepen, its preeminence will rise. Thank you all for doing this.
Thanks to all of you. I'd like all the people who presented to come up. We've got this symbolic exchange going on, transfer, and it's actually a photo of an aerial photo of UMBC and Spring Grove. Mr. Governor, you come here, and Ms. Madam Speaker, why don't you get on this side, right here, and then everybody come in who was in the picture. Greg, we're gonna get some other photos after this. Lisa will tell me who they are, but this shows both UMBC and Spring Grove. I love it, love it. This is a big deal, folks. Mr. Treasurer, come on, get in here. Come on, get in here.
Hold it, guys.
You gave the most important speech when you said yes. We don't want to forget that. Come on this side. Okay, come on the other side. Yeah. Come on the other side over there. Okay. On the count of 3, I want you all to say UMBC. You got it? 1, 2, 3. UMBC. I got one more word that'll make everybody smile. You ready for it, Mr. Governor? Yeah. The word, it's an academic word. The word is money. All right. 1, 2, 3. Money. You see that smile? Okay, somebody tell us who else needs to get in the picture.
So there's so many partners who were involved in the team to bring us to today, as well as our local legislators and members of our neighbor relations group who are here. So
Good.
please come together so
Come on and join us.
see what partnerships
Right.
we bring about.
Yes, yes, please, come on up, please come on up. And thank the neighborhood folks. Thank the folks who spoke today. Come on, get in front of us. Some people get in front of us. Come on, Terry. Come on, come and get in front of us. We can get 2 lines. Yeah, come on, get in. Some of the people get it. Do it short and get in the front. Right. All right, as many of you get in the front. Is it balanced on both sides now?
We need a few more on this side, probably, yeah.
Yeah, hey Eric. Eric, you got that math background, remember, symmetry. Geometry and symmetry. Okay, here we go with the word UMBC. 1, 2, 3. UMBC. Oh, gives a great smile. Really does. That other word gives a bigger smile. Money. This is a good day, folks. This is breaking news. You never hear breaking news that's good. This is good news, all right? This is the state of Maryland, the governor speaking, everybody else who's here. This is wonderful.
I still think Freeman should get the gold watch.
I'll take it.
Speaking of money.
Governor, you Does that do it? Great. Big round of applause, everybody. Thank you.